Hello everyone, my name is Abraham Paul. I'm an Indian. I was born and brought up in Kerala, and I'm making this video for Indians who want to get an American accent. So if you're an Indian who want to improve your English and more specifically get an American accent, then stick around till the end of this video because I'll be talking about what you have to do in order to get an American accent. So first and foremost, you must understand, as an Indian, in most Indian schools and universities and colleges, they teach you only Indian English or British English or Cambridge English. They don't teach you American English. And as a result, you have to learn American accent by yourself through online courses or through some personalized help. You have to figure out a way to learn English by yourself. Now, the way someone speaks English is different and everybody is unique. They have their own way of speaking English. My way of speaking English is different. So people in different countries speak different English. Now, people, let's say if you're in India, you will speak in English in an Indian accent. If you're born in the US, then you will speak an American accent. And if you're born in the UK, you will speak in a British accent. And if you are from Australia, Australian accent, New Zealand, New Zealand accent, South Africa, South African accent. So different countries, people speak in a different accent. Now coming to the pronunciation of water, right? So most Indians speak this word water as water. Water. When Indians speak, they pronounce each and every letter in that word water, right? W-A-T-E-R, so water, water. But if you ask an American, he would say water. Why is that? Because American English, or American accent for that matter, they don't actually follow the rules and regulations, okay? Like Indian people, right? Indians, they actually follow everything perfectly. They speak in a perfect way. But Americans, they try to reduce some words or try to completely take off some sounds. American accent, they don't actually follow complete rules and regulations of English. So spelling is not equal to pronunciation. So this word water can be pronounced in different way, like water, or you can say water. So it depends on you. Now the first step in getting an American accent is to first and foremost get rid of your native language accent. So this is the first step. It's so important for you to get rid of your native language accent. What do I mean by that? Is when you speak English, your English should not be influenced by your native language. Let's say your native language is Hindi, then when you speak English, your Hindi should not come in and say, you know what, I'll speak a mixture of English plus Hindi. No. When you speak English, your English should be perfectly separate from your native language. Your native language should not influence the way you speak in English. So most Indians, they speak English, but they are influenced by a mixture of their native language along with their English. So it should not happen. You have to first and foremost train yourself to speak English separately from your native language. So you have to eliminate any influence of your native language while you are speaking English. Your native language should not influence you while you are speaking English. Now you might ask, how do I get rid of my native language accent while I speak in English? It's easy. All you have to do is speak only in American accent. You don't have to speak in Indian accent while speaking English. So try to avoid speaking in Indian accent and try to avoid interacting with people in Indian accent while you're speaking English. Try to speak in American accent. The only way you can do that is to speak to your friends, family members, colleagues, co-workers, or anybody you meet in only American English. So while starting out, you must be having that embarrassment, or you must be ashamed to speak English in front of those people in American accent. But what you have to do is you have to face your fears, okay? If you want to improve, if you want to develop yourself, then you definitely have to go through that period of shame, reproach, humiliation, and this is a part of life, right? You have to put yourself out there, so definitely you will be tested. So that's why it's important for you to endure the pain, endure the embarrassment, endure the shame, reproach, humiliation. It is a part of life. You are learning. So it's important for you to get rid of all of that by actually taking action on your speaking. So you have to open your mouth and start speaking to people in American accent. That's the only way you will be able to improve. So try to speak to people without fear, without hesitation, without feeling any form of embarrassment or without feeling any form of nervousness. You have to start it out, okay? Once you start doing it once, then you get more confidence and you will start to implement it and you'll start to improve it. So you have to first and foremost start, and if you don't start, then you cannot finish. You have to start somewhere. In order to start it, you have to implement it, and that's what I would say would help you improve your English speaking skills, at the same time help you improve your American accent. The second tip which I have is to listen to more American English speakers. So think about it. You learned your native language by listening to your parents speak in that native language. So your mother tongue is actually something that you have learned by listening to your parents, right? Similarly, if you want to learn American accent, then you have to listen to someone who's speaking American accent. So you have to learn by listening to someone speak in that accent. So that's how you'll be able to improve and get an American accent as an Indian. You have to listen to Americans, okay? First and foremost, try to listen to those people who are already having that accent, and that way you'll be able to get that accent, okay? So find someone who is having an excellent American accent and try to learn by listening, okay? Listen to their podcast, through audio podcast, through video podcast, it doesn't matter. You have to listen to those people speak English. This way, your brain will start to recognize the patterns of English, and these patterns will be formed, and as a result, you'll be easily able to pick up American accent because your brain is easily able to recognize. Once you've trained your brain to understand this American accent, it becomes so simple. So listen to people who are speaking American accent and train yourself to understand it, and this way you will be able to improve your American accent. The third tip which I have is to record yourself speaking American accent. So first and foremost, you have to take your phone, open up any voice recorder application and record your voice. And once you speak an American accent, record it and listen to it. Are you satisfied with the way you speak English? If you're not satisfied, then try to improve your American accent and try to record again and check whether you're satisfied with the level of English you're speaking. If you're not satisfied, then try to improve and work upon it and try to improve your English so that you will be able to do self-introspection again and check whether your English is at the level of a native speaker or not. So that's why it's important for you to record your own voice and give yourself feedback and critique yourself and do self-introspection and check yourself whether you are fit to speak English like a native speaker. If you're not, then try to improve it, work on it, and then try to speak fluently like a native speaker. That way, you will be able to speak more confidently and you will be able to get more confidence while speaking American English. The fourth tip which I have is to imitate Native American English speakers. So if you want to get an American accent, you have to speak exactly like a Native American speaker. How do you do that? By imitation. Just exactly speak the way an American speaks. So first and foremost, you have to listen to someone who is speaking an American accent and try to replicate it exactly like that, word by word, sentence by sentence. The rhythm, flow, intonation, everything has to be perfect. Try to imitate Americans, Native Americans who are speaking English perfectly. Find out your favorite speaker and try to imitate exactly the the way they speak. So imitate your favorite speaker who speaks English perfectly like an American so that you will be able to improve your American accent. Now, the fifth tip which I have is called JAM technique. JAM stands for just a minute. It's actually a game, so you have to play this game in order to improve your fluency in American English. So what this JAM game is all about is you have to pick up a topic and talk about that topic for 1 minute without stopping, without pausing, without repeating the same sentence twice, without repeating the same ideas twice. You have to continuously talk for 1 minute about that topic, okay? So this game is really helpful for you to improve your American accent because Americans speak very fast, and if you want to keep up with the pace, you also have to speak fast. And in order to improve your fluency in communication, it's important for you to continuously speak without any breaks. So this way you'll be able to improve your fluency, and the only way is playing by this game, JAM, just a minute. If you are running out of ideas, then search for any topic on the internet and talk about that topic for 1 minute. You have to talk about that, and you should not have any breaks. You should not pause. You should not stop. You should talk about it continuously, and you should talk for 1 minute. And if you can practice this exercise, JAM technique, every single day, your English will improve a lot. Try it out. The last and the final tip which I have for you is practice consistently every single day without fail. English is a language. Now, it's just like driving a car. You don't drive a car by learning how to drive a car. You only drive a car by going inside, sitting inside the car with your hands, trying it out. Similarly, English is also something which will not happen by simply reading books, simply listening. It will not happen by doing everything like that. You have to open your mouth and speak. And you have to do that every single day. If you don't do it every single day, then you will not be able to improve your English. To be honest with you, this is a language. You're laying one brick on top of the other. If you remove one brick, everything, all your effort so far, everything is useless. So you have to keep up with the consistency. You have to be persistent, patient. Results will not come overnight. You have to continuously work on improving yourself. And since it's a language, you have to work on every aspect of the language, including fluency, pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary. Everything has to be improved, and it takes time. And in order to do that, you have to do it consistently every single day. Just like eating food, you have to do it repeatedly every single day. Whether you like it or not like it, you have to practice American accent. So all the tips which I mentioned before are all irrelevant if you're not implementing this most important tip, that is consistency. Okay, be consistent, and this will give you the results that you want. So let me now recap whatever I discussed in this video. First and foremost, you have to get rid of your native language accent. Your English should not be influenced by your native language. The second tip is you have to listen to more American accent. So you have to listen to people who are speaking American accent. The third is to record yourself speaking American accent and listen to it and do self-introspection. The fourth is you have to, first and foremost, imitate Native American English speakers, okay? The fifth is the JAM technique, just a minute technique. You have to pick up a topic and talk about that topic for 1 minute without pausing, without stopping, without repeating the same sentence twice. You have to talk continuously for 1 minute. Now, the last tip is to practice consistently every single day without fail. This is the only way you will be able to improve your English. So I will be making more videos on this channel, American Accent by Indian, so that it will be useful for all Indians who want to learn and improve their American accent. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section. I'll be glad to help you, or you can shoot an email to the email address americanaccentbyindian@gmail.com. I'll be able to answer some of your questions. And if you found this video valuable, useful, helpful for you, then make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell icon so that you'll be able to receive latest videos on American accent from an Indian, so that you'll be able to improve your English and take it to the next level. So thank you so much for watching. Share this video to anyone who's interested in getting an American accent. It will be helpful for me. And thank you so much for watching.
I will find a light in your soul, I'll be there.